We can overcome every obstacle with the community and the network our app will help to build. Nobstacles, to remove all the obstacles.
Globally, over 1 billion people live with a handicap. Now think about it. 1 in 4 women live with a disability in the USA. Now think about the fact that everyone knows this, but does nothing about it. 1 billion people are in a situation like this, however, nothing is done. That is why no obstacles exist. Our aim is to make people aware and to create a world with no obstacles.
We looked at the current market and saw that there aren't enough solutions to help impaired people live a comfortable life. We concluded that an app could solve some of these problems, remove some obstacles in the ways of these people. So, we created Nobstacles, an app meant to assist impaired people and create opportunities for other people to help both impaired people, physically and mentally.
Firstly, for the downloading and the sign-up process, we will contact phone manufacturers to support us by making our application pre-installed when you calibrate your mobile phone. This feature will be selectable for those who want to participate in our app. The option will be shown when calibrating. You can always reinstall anytime you want from store. Secondly, there are 2 roles in our application. These are helpers and recipients. In order to use the feature or provide any support, you need to register as one of the roles. If you choose helper, you will be asked to present your qualifications. Recipients also needs to enter their disability card ID to register. Thirdly, every person has different roles to do. Helpers' duty is to help both mentally and physically to those who are in need. Mainly, helpers will contact and provide help via phones, but if an emergency occurs, the nearest helper will be asked to go and help them. They will be expected to be always in their top condition, and when a recipient asks for support or assistance, you must contact them as soon as possible. For the recipients, they can ask various things from the helpers. This can be a situation that they need to explain it to someone or even just to talk to their heads of their discomforts. Recipients can choose more than one helper in case the other helper you chose was not available.
Now let's begin discussing the features. These features will be one of the main reasons you want to use our app. Our app will contain a section that covers our rating of some establishments and areas in general. This is to make sure our users can understand what that establishment offers or what they can expect from that area. The next feature is an emergency button. When a recipient presses this emergency button and selects a level of emergency, ranging between urgent to not urgent, a notification will be sent to the helpers in proximity. Our next feature was put in place to establish communication between helpers and recipients. Also, not all problems are physical, and some physical problems can be solved with the help of a phone call. Our fourth feature may seem very similar to calling a cab, however, our users are not cab drivers, and they will help you for free. Our last feature is a little reward for the helpers and to attract more users to our app. The promo codes and discounts will be for our sponsors and benefactors establishments. There are other apps with a few of our features. However, there is no app that combines all of them together. Also, the only other major app created to help impaired people is Be My Eyes. And as its name suggests, it is an app meant for people with visual impairments. Our app has a much wider scope and hopes to reach a lot more people. Lastly, here's an ERC grid to compare our app to the only possible competitor in our field, Be My Eyes.
About finances of Nobstacles, we need to have a profit source in order to raise aid. We will recommend needed products of another formation for our customers and they will receive discounts from those formations. This way that company will gain customers and we will gain money from the advertisement. The first tier of our non-customers are impaired people who are unaware that they can get aid from apps such as ours, and people who will be more than willing to help if they knew of our app's existence. To reach these people, we rely on our sponsors and governments to represent us and inform the community. Self-absorbed people will also get informed by this method and therefore we will try to enlighten them. Nobstacles will have differentiations from other help apps. Firstly, our scope is wider due to the multiple service areas we provide with our app. Nobstacles will also develop the accessibility, immediate help, and the user interface. However, our user-friendliness will be less practical than other apps, and that is because we are supplying a much complex web of aid, therefore application will be slightly crowded. Also, our app will not have room for anonymity. On the other hand, our application will provide physical assistance and will offer special promotions from other establishments. Nobstacles, to remove all the obstacles.